Yo, what's up guys? This is another upload of the Dark Ninja! Now we are going to talk about something that has been the greatest witch hunt against me, maybe of all time. So we're going to get right into it. If you haven't heard about it already, this witch hunt has probably been going on for probably about maybe a year, who knows. We haven't really seen any evidence against me, right? People just repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating to make it true. And the only evidence that has came across was Roxo grabbing a hold of this cache about this server I made. The server that was called the Sweet Taste of Day. This is what he's passing around. This saying that this server was made purposely for 13-year-olds. Now this link provided by Roxo, it states that it has a paragraph written about the server called the Sweet Taste of Day, the same name I named my server. Roxo's trying to pass it as legitimate, considering that this paragraph, this whole article is written by a person named Marshy, a Discord named Marshy. I don't even know who the hell that is. I don't know what the deal is with this. I don't know if Roxo made another server named that, or it could be just another server named that around the world somewhere. I really don't know. Either way, it's not mine. So here's the thing. Back in 2020, after I defeated these clans, instead of, defeating clans or whatever, I decided to do a different type of troll. And what I did was, I created the server. I called it a dating server. But the server was supposed to draw in locals. That's what the server was supposed to be. And it actually happened. I did. The server, the whole server was a troll server. That's what it was. As you can see here, first I'm going to show you that this server was not meant for kids. Let me show you the rules. Okay, let's go to the rules. Let's go to the date. The date is dated back in 2020, back when I made the server. Look at the rules, 18 plus. Okay, it's not for kids. Now, Roxo knows this, Plate Gang knows this, even Tragic knows this. They were all in the server. And I'll show you that they were in the server. Now, Roxo is showing everybody this screenshot right here, making it seem like, oh, he caught me or whatever, because some random nobody account is his secondary account. That's Roxo's secondary account. And I already knew it was a secondary account. I'll even show you that. So here you go. See, Roxo, there you go. Mr. P's in there. Mr. P in there confirming that that's Roxo, because I knew it was Roxo. Duh. Oh, looky here. Roxo in the server calling these supposed kids the N-words and faggots, and also trying to get into a VC with them. As this is the same guy who exposed this server. Oh no, and he's also in the same server doing all these things. Oh no! So Mr. P is saying, Isaac, get us some specs. That's literally what he says. And that's because I let the Plate Gang in my server. I let anybody in my server. I was advertising my server in my streams and my videos at the time. Back in 2020, I was advertising the shit out of that server. It's literally the biggest slander campaign against me, just to shut me up. you're not gonna shut me up. As you can see here, there was a guy named Sells Mogul that joined my server, and we streamed about it. I set up a stream about it. There was actually multiple streams about it on my channel.
Yeah, remember Burnside? As you can see here, I made an admin of the server. If you look up Sells Mogul, you'll see that he originated from the server. This is the guy who I streamed multiple streams about.
Like I said, this server was a troll server. That's it. It's not no bullshit that y'all are talking about. You know, I hear so many stories. Y'all all had your own little version. Everybody that made it, that brought it up, had their own little version and put their little twist to it. I actually cannot believe that a lot of people, besides my haters, I'm not talking about my haters, I'm talking about the ones that don't know me. I'm actually surprised you believe this. I'm actually surprised. But yeah, so this whole thing with the whole server, and if you come across to any of the Plate Gang members, which they are in sock accounts or whatever, and Roxo, and if they bring up this evidence, this cash is trying to get you to instantly turn against me and to personal army you. That's what they're doing. They're just trying to personal army you. This all started last year whenever Monster J was trying to expose Bad Boy Tragic, and I was allies with Tragic at the time. And Monster J was trying to find dirt on anybody who was allies with Tragic at the time. And at that time, him and Miss Parker, they were friends with Roxo. Roxo jumped into these people's servers. I don't know why. I honestly think he was just following me around because he's a weird little stalker like that. And he started telling everybody, telling Miss Parker, he was telling Monster J, he was telling everybody there that I own this server for 13-year-olds. And guess what these people did? They spread this slander all over YouTube. And at the same time, they never provided any proof whatsoever on this server. Roxo had came across these communities last year. Roxo showed them my docs and stuff like that, right? And some of these people, since they are normies, they questioned Roxo about the doxing and stuff like that. And Roxo's excuse was he made this server for 13-year-olds, so I am justified to dox them to hell, and I am justified to swat them, and I am justified to do this and that. Monster J went on DC Media Girls channel, started repeating the slander that Roxo told him. That's how it just went from there. It started from there. That's the reason why. It's really a deflection tool. Roxo did it because he was deflecting from the time I was exposing him from what he was doing back then. And Monster J and all them were hanging around with Roxo, and I was trying to tell them Roxo's not a good person to be hanging around with. He fucking swats people, he doxes kids, he does other things too, but I'm not gonna mention right now. Now it's weird how a year later Roxo did all these things to Miss Parker and Frank from the Geek Room and all these people. I'm not saying Frank believed Roxo's slanderism or whatever, because actually Frank, he told me I was actually right. He actually came to me and said, pretty much said I was right. And I give him props for that. Anyways, I'm sorry that it took me forever to debunk it. I didn't think it was gonna get as bad as it did, and it got pretty bad. It got pretty damn bad. I just want to give thanks and appreciation to the people who never believed in this internet scum slander against me. Even if you never made it clear that you never believed them, I appreciate you people. People are sick in the head. They are so miserable with themselves that they are trying to make others miserable around them. And that's the reality. So I appreciate you people for believing in me and for not believing in slander, this vicious slander. Because together, we can defeat these online menaces. Alright guys, I guess I'll see you later.